everyone.
Hello.
Happy to see you, kind of. Not really. But anyway, we are here with a song, and this song is called Let Me In, and this is a song that I wrote, and it's really near and dear and personal to my heart right now. It's probably actually one of my favorite songs I've ever written, just because it really goes deep and it really goes vulnerable, and to what the journey that the Lord has been taking me on. So as I bare my soul before you, no, just kidding, but really, anyway, this song has really represented just the Lord calling me to go deeper with Him. The song is called Let Me In, and it's just really a song of what He's been saying to me, saying, let's go deeper, let's break down the walls, like no more hiding. See, I came to know the Lord when I was like 17, 18 years old, and throughout, since knowing Him, like He's continually showed me that like He's a good God and He's a provider, and like I have just known Him more and more, and just continually been in awe of who this God is, who is mighty and powerful, and a God to be feared in all these things, but yet personal and yet intimate. But yet there's still been parts of me that just feels like I need to hide. Like I'm just shrink back and just like not be real with God. And like when I'd come before Him, just like to try to have it all together or talk to God a certain way or be something. But the reality is the God of all, the Creator, came down to the world by sending His Son. This love offering, because it was an intimate sacrifice. It was for us to be in connection with the God of all, and it is for us to receive it. And once we receive it, we are called His children, and there is no more hiding. There is no more shame. That is the promise of the gospel. And that's really what He has been showing me, is like, just let's renew these old mindsets. See, when I was little, I'd want to hide. I'd try to pretend to be a certain way. And so I still have those tendencies. And some other things too, where I go back, I revert back to those things. But the Holy Spirit has been taking me through this journey of like, even like as I've asked Him, revealing memories to me and bringing light and insight and saying, let's get at the root of these things so I can root it out of your heart, Angie. And that's what I've been doing. And it's just this continual process. It's a continual journey of the Lord saying, hey, hon, I'm not afraid of your pain. Like, let's work through these things. Let's get at the root. Let's get at the heart. And in this process, in this journey, I've been just seeing God is so good, is so gracious, is so merciful. Sometimes as Christians, we are so afraid that we are going to abuse God's grace that we even forget to use it. And it's available to us because God knows that we can't do it on our own. And yeah, I don't want to purposely continue on and sin and do all these things wrong, but you know what? I make mistakes. And in that, God's continually saying, hey, let's just be real. Let's talk through this, and let's grow up. Let's grow up in me, Angie. We can do this. Let's do this. Let's work through these things. And so this song is really a reflection of what the journey that God has been pulling me through and taking me on. And so I hope that His heart, God's heart for me, for us, can just be reflected through this song as a calling us into His heart. And so as I sing this song, it's actually coming from a place as if God were singing to me or singing to you. So I hope that makes sense as you listen. And if you want to chat more about what the heart of this song or this topic is, I'd love to chat more and just hear what you have to say. So feel free to send me a message. But here we go. This is Let Me In. I see that pain in your eyes. I see that heartache behind your smile. I see the hiding in your lies, pretending you're okay when you're not. I see right through you. of your pain. I cry with you through the rain. I'm not going to ever leave, so you can stop trying to run away. I see right through you. I see right to you. You don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. Let me in, let me in. Whoa, you don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. Let those walls fall down. Let those walls fall down and let me in. Whoa, break me down. I'm ready now. Lord, here's my heart. Lord, here's my heart. Break me down. I'm ready now. Lord, here's my heart. Lord, here's my heart. You don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. Let me in, let me in. Oh, you don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. Let those walls fall down. Let those walls fall down. You don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. Let me in, let me in. Whoa, you don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. Let those walls fall down. Let those walls fall down and let me in. Whoa, let me in. I'll let you in. So if this just like moved you right now to just want to call upon the Lord and just let him in, I encourage you right now to just talk real with him. For he is near. So thank you all for listening. Love you.